What is going on, everyone? My name is Eric and you're watching the Get Me Out of Here vlog. As you know, I am on a mission to hike the high points of all 50 states of the United States. Well, today I'm in the Lone Star State. This is the great state of Texas, and I'm about to hike the high point of Texas. This is Guadalupe Peak. Currently I'm in Guadalupe Mountains National Park. This isn't the high point behind me, it's actually on the other side of this mountain. But this is going to be an exciting hike. I can't wait to get this underway. Overall, the elevation is 8,751 feet. We're looking at about a 3,000 foot elevation gain when it's all said and done. I've read that the trail is 4.2 miles there and 4.2 miles back. So we're looking at a total of 8.4 miles, if my math is correct. So it's going to be a great adventure today. Probably looking at like a 6-hour hike unless I film too much and piss my brother off. So we'll see how this goes. Currently, we're sporting the tortoise. I am the tortoise. Connor, you are the hare. We got the tortoise and the hare action going on. I'm mainly the tortoise because my brother lives in Colorado. You've climbed how many 14ers?
I don't know.
At least 20 something. 14ers in Colorado are mountains that are 14,000 feet or higher. My brother is a certified mountain climber, pretty much. You did the avalanche training.
Yeah, doing Mount Baker in 2 weeks.
He's doing Mount Baker in 2 weeks. He's hardcore like that. So he's going to be my Sherpa today. So he is the hare. I'm the slow guy that films all the time. So I'm the tortoise. So we're going to kick this off. This is the high point of Texas, Guadalupe Peak. Let's do this.
Already seeing some wilderness here at the visitor center. There's a deer here at Guadalupe National Park, Guadalupe Mountains National Park. Some Texas wildlife. Oh, there's a baby. Outside the visitor center, there's also this topographical map of Guadalupe Mountains. And we're right here at the visitor center. And we will be hiking to the high point right there that kind of, I guess it looks like people have been rubbing it. Right here, this amber looking point, and that's El Capitan. Right here, that sheer cliff. That's so epic looking from outside. So anyway, here we go. We're about to embark. Are you ready, Connor? To the high point of Texas. Let's do it. Gotta rub Guadalupe Peak for good luck. There we go. Good luck on the hike. Okay, it's like rubbing Lincoln's nose in Illinois.
Well, here we go. Without further ado, hiking to the top of the highest point of Texas, Guadalupe Peak, and this is the official trail. It says right here, 8.4 miles, round trip, rated strenuous and non-accessible. I don't know what the non-accessible is, but either way, we're gonna do this. We're gonna kick this off right now. Connor, the hare, me, the tortoise, and we're gonna hit this off. Maybe we'll do El Capitan too. We'll see how it goes, but Devil's Hall, that sounds amazing. All these cool sounding features here in Guadalupe Mountain National Park. All right, here we go. Into the Chihuahuan Desert Wilderness. Right off the bat, just noticing a few features here. A very well-marked trail, easy access, some rocks, but nothing too crazy. Got some wood steps. Everything is laid out for you by the National Park. A lot of beautiful cactus here. You got some prickly pear cactus. And, of course, the soap tree yuccas. These yucca plants are everywhere here in western Texas. All right.
Guadalupe Peak straight.
Cool. You can see the trail. You can see the trails are well marked. Guadalupe Peak straight ahead. And Devil's Hall actually is, I guess, a different feature here. That's a side shoot. You have to go this way. Probably won't be doing that today then, but we'll see how the day progresses. But yeah, Guadalupe Peak. Here we go, and again, this is not the high point. It's on the other side of this mountain, so here we go, up, and away. I gotta say, the Chihuahuan Desert Wilderness is absolutely breathtaking. And you see a lot of those soap tree choyas over there with the big stems. But this is my first time here in western Texas. My brother and I stayed in El Paso last night, and I've got a lot more videos I'll be shooting on this trip, but today the goal is to hike the high point. Tomorrow we'll be exploring Carlsbad Caverns National Park, and then we may be on 2 days from now going back to El Paso. We might actually go over to Ciudad Juarez, maybe check out Mexico, and I might film a video there too. It's supposed to be, I've heard a lot of bad things about it, but we'll see how it goes. Talked to locals, they seemed good about it, so we'll see how the days progress. But anyway, onward, here we go. First animal sighting here. Small lizard by the rock. Oh, there he goes. Into this rock. There it is. Cool. So kind of similar to Arizona. That's where I live. That's where I call home. Phoenix. Been there for 2 years. And it's definitely a desert here in western Texas. A lot of lizards, rattlesnakes, and hopefully we don't run into any mountain lion. So probably a quarter of the mile into the hike, just a lot of these, you know, kind of makeshift stairways, which can be kind of tiring. It's like a big Stairmaster. But yeah, so far pretty straightforward. Just a steady incline. It's really what you're looking at for the beginning of this hike. So, as you can see, I'm the tortoise. My brother's the hare. And yeah, there's the parking lot down there where we started. So already getting some decent elevation. And yeah, beautiful day. Absolutely gorgeous. I think what's the temp? 60 degrees Fahrenheit. So fairly cool, but you know, once you get moving, yeah, 59, 60. But once you get moving, it feels really, really good. And yeah, pretty flower here in April. So
You see the wash too.
For a desert, it's pretty green here in the Chihuahuan, at least this part of it. You can see the wash. Oh yeah, down there. When it rains. I'm sure when it rains, it pours here in the desert. Yeah, you can see the wash really well. All the way down there. Cool. Well, keep on carrying on.
That's a coat.
I think.
Looks like a blanket.
We found what appears to be a blanket or a coat. Just hanging out here on this tree. It's a Land's End.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, so if you want a Land's End blanket, just come out here. About a third of a mile along the trails here to the Guadalupe Peak High Point. The Giving Tree. Yeah, if it gets cold, we can use the blanket on the way down. Big boulder right here by this soap tree yucca. These are so exotic looking. But yeah, look at this. The trail just winds all the way, and we get some what do you call those again? The step backs? Switchbacks.
Step back.
I always want to say step back. Switchbacks. Switchbacks up there. So that'll kind of ease the elevation gain for a bit. Wind is picking up a little bit, taking a breather here by this no stock beyond this point, which my brother had to inform me that means soup or broth, right?
Yeah, you're not allowed to take soup broth up here.
So no super broth past the mile point. We're about a mile into the hike, and you know, still have a long ways to go, but feeling good. And yeah, just views again of Guadalupe Mountains. And you can see how flat it is east of here.
800 feet up.
800 feet up. Oh wow, so about 1,000 feet. There's the parking lot where we started. And what I didn't know is you said this was an old volcanic field, or at least west of here.
West of here.
West
this
of
is a coral reef.
Oh, this is an old coral reef.
The Delaware Sea is what the museum.
So this is an ancient sea. I actually didn't read all that.
Yeah, this is like the coral reef of an old sea.
Nice.
The sea was all there. This is the reef.
That's
and there's
amazing.
actually all the oil fields where the sea used to be is the Midland Sea east
Wow.
of here.
See,
oil fields now.
my brother is a geology genius. He gets those books that I was talking about at the gift shop. So
Learn.
he learns. So this is an ancient sea, and then west of here, there's some really cool looking mountains that are ancient volcanoes, extinct volcanoes. So it's cool. It blows my mind that the American Southwest was a volcanic field, very active, what, millions of years ago, throughout Arizona, New Mexico, and parts of Texas. So it's just cool to think that. Now it's a vast desert, but it used to be a volcanic field.
Like tens of thousands of years ago, right?
That's what I don't know.
Like Sunset Crater, didn't they say that like natives saw it
10,000?
blow up? Like 10,000 years
So
ago?
maybe not even a million years ago, like tens of thousands of years ago, maybe. So it's not that far back when you think of the history of the world, the earth that we live on. So anyway, we're gonna continue on. This is just a beautiful view, kind of a breathing point here at the no stock beyond this point sign.
Grab a bowl of chowder quick.
Yeah, so if you bring soup, you have to eat it really fast right here. And don't litter. Don't litter at the national parks. Anyway, here we go. Continuing onward. About a quarter of the way into the hike.
Or don't bring your cattle up here, which is probably what it is.
Don't bring your cows to the top of
Probably
Guadalupe
what it
Peak.
actually means, but I don't know why you bring cattle up here. Soup makes more sense.
Soup makes sense.
Day after we drove through.
Some scary looking boulders right there and right up there. It's like it could fall down the mountain at any moment. So, all right. Keeping on with the switchbacks. It is cool to see the contrast with western Texas compared to northern Arizona and northern New Mexico, where we climbed the highest peaks of Wheeler last year in New Mexico and Humphreys Peak in Arizona.
It's like a mix of Black Mesa and Oklahoma.
Yeah, it kind of is.
And Humphreys.
That's true.
Say it's a blend.
It's just no dense pine forest out here. A lot of this is actually exposure. Well, exposure as far as sun exposure. A little bit of height exposure, I guess, right here, now that I say that. But a lot of sun exposure. I mean, in the summertime, this could be a pretty difficult hike. I don't know how hot it gets, but I'm sure it gets up to well into the 90s and the hundreds. And there's not much tree coverage so far on this hike. Nice. Like the rocks. Look at that. Just walking along the side of the mountain. And really don't even have those makeshift steps anymore. It's just natural rock, which I like better. Oh yeah. Oh cool. Some more lizards. Right there. The sun is out, so they're trying to get some heat, some warmth. I wanted to film this. This section is amazing looking. Look how scenic this is. Absolutely beautiful. Just epic. This is already one of my favorite hikes for a high point. Some more steps right here. Oh, there he goes. Shoot. Forgot when I get the camera out. But yeah, starting to see a lot more lizards coming out. Whatever this plant is smells really sweet. It smells good. I think that lizard was either that or it was the lizard. The lizard smells really good.
Yeah, lizard went away. Now I don't smell it.
I don't smell it anymore either. I think that was a good smelling lizard. He had some cologne. Wanted to point out, you can see all the switchbacks that we've
hiked already down below. It's pretty cool. It's actually, this is the best view of the trail that I've seen so far. You can see it coming out of the parking lot, winding its way to where the switchbacks start. And really this whole segment has been switchbacks. My brother is fascinated by this moss. I thought that was just lichen. Don't you? You see that all the time on mountains.
Yeah, it's a little different.
It's different?
I don't know, seems different. Lichen's usually just like green and flat.
It's got little buds or something in there. Okay. This rock kind of looks like an old meteorite. It's awesome. All right, continuing on. More switchbacks. Yeah, look at this. See some hikers up ahead. Just following along the edge of this mountain. I don't know what this peak is called. So right here it says, caution, cliff riders, dismount and leap. Oh, lead. Dismount and lead. It's like, what?
Lead.
So people, I guess, can take their horses up to this point. That is, really, I can't imagine a horse. This would be terrifying on a horse. Or a mule. I've heard that mules don't leap over cliffs and high points, but horses, when they panic, they do. So maybe bring a mule. I don't know. Okay, this is cool. This is some exposure. So if you're new to heights, this is a good one to kind of introduce yourself to a little bit of exposure. Right down there. That would be a fall to your death.
Hey, you might live.
You might live. You might break a few bones, but you'll be all right.
Oh, no, you'd live. You just
This is pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, you could, I guess, pose on top of this. This is where I'm not super brave. But yeah, look at this. Some people could pose. Do the Lion King pose, Connor. Could just sit here instead. I'm on top of the world. Oh yeah, you could take the camera. This is awesome. See, I'm not that hardcore. Some guys probably would stand on this thing, but me, I'm gonna sit. It's actually pretty cozy. What if this whole rock just like disengaged? Oh man, all right, cool. So yeah, perfect place to get some exposure experience here on Guadalupe Peak. You said you weren't gonna stand on it, and here you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Seems good to me.
You're more hardcore than me. This is why this guy's
It's a little
from,
windy.
he's from Colorado. So you can do it, but if you're
A little breeze. I don't want
if
to
you're
guess.
daring enough, you could stand and pose right here on this little cliff outcropping. Oh, this looks awesome too. Look at this. It's another outcropping. Gotta be aware of rattlesnakes, actually. But look at this. Jeez. This boulder looks like it's about ready to knock over. I just touch it and falls. But yeah, look at this. This is cool. Not as exciting as the last one that we were posing on, but yeah, that's a pretty steep drop off right there. Some pine trees. It's the first pine tree sighting.
Yeah, right, tucked away down there.
Yeah.
Oh, they're all up high though.
Yeah, so we're getting to a high enough altitude where we're starting to see some pines. But okay, I thought that was gonna be more of an epic view than it was.
Trail pretty well.
Yeah, I don't know where the Devil's Hall is.
Looks like it'd be that.
Where? Oh, over there? It might be somewhere down there. So, a little bit off the topic, but there is a highway that goes from El Paso to this national park called Highway 62, or better known as Route 62. Now, if you've followed my channel, my brother and I did a Route 66 road trip 2 years ago. I documented the entire experience from Chicago to LA, but we were listening to the Chuck Berry song, and at the end of the song, he says, "I'll see you on Route 62." And we didn't know what that meant. So we were curious. We're like, is there a Route 62? Sure enough, there is.
Now, I don't know if that's what Chuck Berry meant. He might have just meant like, I'll see you on the Route 66 too, or something like that. But we looked this up. There's actually a Route 62 that starts in El Paso, Texas, and ends in Buffalo, New York, at Niagara Falls. So my brother and I are kicking this idea around. It won't happen this year, but next year, saving up to do a Route 62 road trip from Mexico, the Juarez side of El Paso, all the way to Canada, the Canadian side of Niagara Falls. So I think that'd be an epic road trip. Goes across a lot of amazing geography here in the United States. Just an idea. Nobody's ever done that before, at least nobody's ever documented that on YouTube. So we'll be the first, unless somebody watches this and then they beat us to it. So I think we're getting to maybe the saddle here. So this whole hike, we've been looking at this side of the mountain, but now we can finally see it.
North face is all trees.
Is that the high point? Is that a false summit?
Yeah, it's probably a false summit. But
Not sure what that is. So
I don't see the shiny diamond.
I don't either. Yeah, that's true. There's a pyramid at the high point here in Texas. They added a little Texas bling to the top of the high point. But yeah, we're heading, it looks like this way. Oh, wow. So we do go through a pine forest.
Yeah, the north
Cool.
face is all green.
Fascinating. So we're leaving this section of switchbacks and going into a pine forest after all. So it looks like there is some safe haven from the sun if you're hiking this in the summertime. We're 1,500 feet.
Yeah, I like halfway.
All right, halfway. So that makes sense. Reach this saddle and about halfway. The Lone Star State, here in the heart of Texas. Oh, you can smell the rich scent of the pines. This is great. Oh, it smells wonderful. It's like a Bed Bath & Beyond. Or wait, no. It's like a Bath & Body Works. I feel like I'm in a Bath & Body Works candle. I think I like your rule of thumb of if it's above 50 degrees, shorts and t-shirt is acceptable. If it's below 50, probably want to bring a jacket and some pants. I think that's a good rule of thumb for hikes.
Into the Colorado uniform at the 40s.
Yeah.
Just shorts and a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Anything below 40, you want pants.
It's true. Yeah, it almost looks like a nest. It's like an eagle's nest or a hawk's nest or something. Is that natural to the tree?
No.
Would you call that a naughty tree?
Like,
You're a naughty tree. Mm. Bad tree. You're naughty. Ooh.
yeah, it looks natural.
Holy cow, that is natural.
Grew like that. It's weird.
Boy, that'd be a nice find if you were a bird. Just like, hey, I don't even have to build the nest. It's already
There are a few.
it's already made for me. Yeah, see, there's some birds already moved into that. That'd be a heck of a find if I were a bird. It's already built a self-made nest. Just another view of how far we've come. You can see the trail winding through the trees over to the far end, and looking up, it's hard to say. I think that's a false summit right there. I feel like we'd see that pyramid gleaming in the sun, but yeah, I think that's a false summit. Not sure.
Yeah, it is.
It is? I thought so.
Okay.
Dang you false summits. They get me every time.
Just wait till Albert.
That's what I've heard. Humphreys was the worst, I think, that I've encountered, but yeah, I've heard Albert. Planning to do Mount Albert this summer. That's the highest point of the state of Colorado. My brother's done it. He says it's his least favorite 14er because it's just boring. That's what you said. So, yeah, this is just kind of a warm-up for me today for some more intense hikes and climbs I've got. Oh yeah, it definitely got hit by lightning. That's cool.
Yeah, look at this. This is a very scenic. Connor, go ahead and hike and I'll get an epic shot of you. Love this shot. Again, just great views of the winding trail where we came from. And I just checked my Strava app. I'm tracking this hike. We're at 2.69 miles. Oh yeah, look at this. There's a grand reveal. Wow. Yeah, look at that. And again, that's a false summit.
Yeah, so.
Guadalupe Mountain National Park. And there it is. First sighting right up there. Guadalupe Peak. That's the high point of Texas. So we've got our eyes on it now. That's past the false peak. And there it is. Eyes on the prize. The high point of Texas. We got another probably 1,000 feet elevation gain and another maybe 1.2 miles to the top. It's cool seeing the geography change as we get closer to the peak. You know, a little more grassland features, and the yucca plants are back as we kind of emerge from the pine forest portion. How's it going? And a lot of more kind of grassy towards the top. Los hermanos.
Your turtle's got
Uno es un tortuga, and uno y otro es conejo.
You need a hiking stick for matching.
Yeah, I do. I need a hiking stick. Yo hablo
I need a carrot.
muy poco en español.
I need a carrot hanging in front.
Came across this campsite sign, so I guess you can camp pretty close to the peak if you want to do an overnight trek. Which there's so many other trails here that be pretty cool. Actually, do the high point, camp out here overnight, enjoy the scenery, and then maybe do some of the other hikes that they have here in the national park. This would be a good spot to just relax and take in the beauty of nature. An even better view here emerges of the high point of Texas, Guadalupe Peak, straight ahead, right there, the real deal. I still can't see the pyramid marker, at least on the top from this angle, but it's up there. Actually, you know, I think I can see it. I think I do see it. There's like a little glimmer straight ahead. Oh, look at these birds. But yeah, about a mile to go. You can see people right there walking. There's some switchbacks ahead. So what a beautiful shot. This is definitely the best picturesque view so far on this hike of Guadalupe Peak. Stunning. Where's my brother at? Where'd you go, Hare? I think he's taking his nap. You know how the story goes, the tortoise and the hare? So this is my chance to get ahead and beat him to the top of Guadalupe Peak. So let's go. Oh crap, I see him. All right, we gotta go. Let's go. When you look at this, there's a bridge up ahead. This is cool. That is amazing. Look at this. So there are some unique features to this hike as you get towards the peak. Oh, look at that. It's like a little makeshift bridge. Wow. How's it going?
Good.
Good, good. Did you make it to the top?
We did. Oh, yeah.
How's the views?
Awesome.
Awesome?
Totally worth it.
This is cool. I love these little features here.
Yeah,
They got the
right.
bridge.
Cool. Right?
Amazing. I don't know who built this or how long it's been here, but it feels sturdy to me. That's awesome. Truly a unique feature here. They got a bridge here overlooking this cliff.
Just a little gap.
I'm glad it's here. Kind of cool if they had cables like Picacho Peak in Arizona near Tucson. But yeah, I love unique features like this on hikes. So anytime there's like a unique feature, like a bridge, it's kind of fun to see that. Some more unique rock features here too. Wow, nice view of the highway down below, Route 62. as it carves its way past the Guadalupe Mountains. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Doing good.
Good.
How are the views up on top? Good?
Absolutely good.
Awesome.
Love to hear. Love to hear. Oh, this is cool. So this stretch kind of just follows the side of the mountain, Guadalupe Peak. So we make our final ascent to the high point of Texas. Just more of these switchbacks towards the top. We're getting close. Wow, just absolutely incredible. Again, there's El Capitan in front of me, that cliff, vertical facing rock. And here we go, the last stretch to the high point. Right there. So just kind of it evens out right here. Terrain is a lot more rocky, but the end is in sight right up there. Actually, wait, I'm wrong. We're over there. I think that's a false peak. We're getting close. Amazing views again. El Capitan, and then here we just rounded this corner, and look at this. The final ascent. You can see it's getting quite a bit steeper here. A lot of people kind of grouped together. They're slowing down, but we'll pace it. I am the turtle after all, so I'll be taking my time, but we are on the last stretch. I feel like I've been saying that a lot. But now I think I'm confident in saying this. It's definitely the last stretch to the top of the high peak of the Lone Star State, Texas. In fact, this kind of reminds me of Camelback. A lot more craggy at the top. There she is. Did I almost fall? There she is. Guadalupe Peak, straight ahead. My brother, the hare, is taking off, leaving me behind. I'm coming. Yeah, this rock is epic.
Pretty nice.
It is. It's more craggy for sure.
Pretty solid rock.
Some views. Holy cow. Yeah, this is cool. Oh, the breeze feels great. How's it going? Yeah.
Oh, no, it's up there. No, it's not.
It's a little further. Yeah, a little further.
Farther.
It's up here.
Behind us.
False summit. I don't want to give him false hope. Yes, this is the top. Come on up.
Oh, you just did.
Then he gets here and he's like, I'm going to kill that cameraman. All right.
You just told him that.
I didn't know what he was saying, to be honest. I couldn't hear him. I thought he was saying, can I be on camera? And I said, yes.
You don't care.
See a lizard?
Yeah, I wondered if those are fossils.
Oh, if they're fossils?
What he's knowing.
Ancient sea animals?
Okay, hey, how's it going?
What's happening? Yeah, there she is though. Almost to the high point. Oh, you're going down? I was gonna say, just keep going this way. Unless this is a dead end. I'll find out. Well, be bitten. Hopefully not beaten by a rattlesnake. Oh, you know what? Are these for horses? Are these for like tying your horses up? That is insane. Yeah, this is for like saddling up your horses.
Again, I don't know who in their right mind would go horseback riding on this thing, but I think that's what this is. It's like for harnessing your horses so they don't go crazy and jump off the cliff. All right, well, that's the top. I think I'm off the trail. So I think I'm gonna wind over there. Connor's already way ahead of me. I kind of went off the trail. This is the formal trail. There's a really cool cactus right there, but right behind me, Guadalupe Peak. This way. As I fall. Almost fell. Fall off the mountain. Ah! But I'm literally right here. I'd say like less than 100 feet. Are you ready for this? Again, amazing view of El Capitan behind me, but right in front of me, here is the high point. Right here, this is the final ascent. The high point of Texas, the Lone Star State. We made it. Guadalupe Peak. 8,751 feet.
Good job.
Is that right? Okay, good. I got it right this time. But here we go. And this has got to be one of the coolest high point markers I have seen to date. Look at this thing. Oh, sorry, man. It's a pyramid. It's like a shiny pyramid here. I'm gonna back up and get a better view of that. On the top of a mountain. That is epic. It's about as cool as it gets. It's kind of, and actually on the back there's Post Office Department, United States of America. Kind of like the Pony Express. Wow, look at this. Does not get much more epic than this. This is absolutely incredible. It feels good to conquer another high point marker. Texas, this is accomplished. This is in the bag. That's what they call high point, people that climb the high peaks of all 50 states, high point baggers. There's like an actual term for that, just kind of random, but we've made it. Another high point accomplished. The great state of Texas, the Lone Star State, standing on top of the highest point, and here in the Guadalupe Mountains National Park. What an amazing hike and sight to see. That's awesome. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
You made it. Actually, I didn't do that. I should probably touch the point to make it official. So here we go. Here it is, rubbing the point of the pyramid at the top of Texas. This is amazing. Loving this.
You do that.
And again, the views, a little hazy out today. It's kind of partly cloudy. The sun is peaking though at the right time. But yeah, the views here, spectacular. I mean, again, you've got El Capitan right down there. That's an amazing cliff that you see when you're driving into the national park. And then just everywhere, it's flat desert, the Chihuahuan desert all around. And over there, those are the volcanoes I mentioned earlier in the video. Those are extinct volcanoes here in western Texas. That's pretty close. I think New Mexico might actually be right there too. So it's right on the border of Texas and New Mexico. And you can see a bunch of just white, sandy desert as well. It's not snow, that is sand. And here are the peaks, the Guadalupe Mountain peaks. And again, when I came here, I didn't realize that this was a national park. And it is, so it's great to cross off a national park too on this venture here in the Lone Star State.
Finally made it.
We meet again here at the high point of Texas, the Lone Star State. We conquered this thing. It's good to be up here. It's good to be up here.
It's good weather.
It is perfect weather, but yeah, a new state, high point, conquered, Texas. Love it. They probably have the most bling monument at the top of the mountain of any high point we've been to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no nowhere to sign though.
Oh yeah, there is
No
nowhere
register.
to sign. You know, I just realized that. Anyway, we made it to the top. Texas by far has the most bling state high point monument that we have seen to date of any high point we've done.
Yeah.
So kudos to Texas. It's cool that this glimmers in the sun. Yeah, we made it. Good job, man. Tortoise in the hair. One thing I wanted to show everyone, my brother went full Texas for this trip. Okay, he lives in Denver, Colorado. But let's take your hair shirt off and we'll show your actual hair. Just sounds weird. Look at that.
Oh, it's mirrored, right?
It's,
Yeah, you can reverse it.
my brother has the state of Texas shaved on his chest. Look at that. That is
Turned out better than I expected.
that is one of the funniest things I've ever seen, dude. So he, in preparation for this trip, he shaved his hairy chest in the shape. Oh yeah, and trust me, he's like Bigfoot. And anyway, he shaved and kept it to reveal the state of Texas. That is, I don't know if I'm like impressed or disturbed. It's like, I don't know if I'm more impressed or disturbed. Yeah, I am impressed. It looks like Texas. Good job.
Did pretty well. Yeah.
I think you did great. So the state of Texas, you went full Texas. You're at the high point. We're having a Texas beer, and you've got Texas on your chest. All right, beer time.
Yeah.
Now that I've accomplished this, me and mi hermano, you did beat me. The hare beat the turtle today. The tortoise was slow and steady. I thought maybe you were taking a nap earlier. He was just taking a pee break. But now that we've made the high point of Texas, we're going to enjoy a nice cold Texas beer. That's something I like to do when I conquer a high point, is enjoy a beer at the top. And I always try to pick a beer from the state that I am climbing. So today, what do we have here, Connor?
Actually, I forgot. What is it? Dead Beach Brewery.
You forgot, how dare you. Dead Beach
Lager.
Brewery. We're having some lagers.
El Paso.
And it's brewed in El Paso, the neighboring city, here in western Texas. So we're going to try a Dead Beach Lager. I actually forgot to bring my Yeti koozie. I usually hike with a Yeti koozie, so these are a little warm. But hey, you know what? It doesn't matter. A beer at the top of a mountain is always the best beer you will ever drink in your life. So we're going to enjoy these, taking the views, and if there's a ledger or something we can sign, I didn't see one. We'll try to see if there's something we can sign. A lot of high points will have like an ammo box or a ledger or something that you can sign your name and the date and where you're from on top of, just kind of to document that you've been here. So we're gonna take in the sights and enjoy the beauties of the highest point of Texas. All right, well, cracking open these beers. I kind of walked out towards the edge here. Again, El Capitan to my left. Really cool to see that, like, kind of a spiral in it. The mountain there, and then of course right behind us is the pyramid, the high point marker glimmering in the sun. There we go. This is Dead Beach Brewery, El Paso. Get this thing open without blowing it up. Oh, there we go. Whenever there's a high altitude.
Actually, not too bad.
That wasn't too bad, yeah.
3,000 feet.
A little frothy, but not bad. Anyway, cheers everyone from the high point of Texas. Oh, that's good. Very good. We actually had some of this last night in El Paso. It's delicious. Great lager.
Dude,
Would love to see the brewery. Again, this is a little warm right now, but hey, like I said earlier, any beer at the top of a mountain is
well earned.
Well earned, exactly. It's the best beer that you will ever have. Cheers. Cheers, guys. Good job.
Cheers.
Salute.
Salute.
Oh, you got Texas on your chest. That is hilarious. Oh my God. Never shave that. Just grow it out forever.
No, that's good.
You should, you need to meet a girl here.
I'll get rid of it when
And then,
we're back in Colorado.
That will impress any woman here in El Paso, I guarantee you.
I can't do that with other states very easily, though. Can't do it with Colorado. It's just a record.
Yeah, Colorado would just be like, people would be like, what the heck is that? You just missed a bunch of spots.
Yeah.
Could do it with Iowa, our home state. But Texas, I think, is definitely the most distinct.
Yeah.
Or Alaska, maybe. If we ever go to Alaska, which planning to someday. Won't be this year, but someday.
Alaska.
That's my least favorite phrase on earth, by the way, is someday. And again, all the
farms.
all the white sand everywhere. And then you see these two random crop circles. It's like one farm in the middle of this vast desert.
It's like one homesteader from way back when chose the right plot of land.
I love these cliffs, though. Yeah, the rock is so unique here. Again, it's just amazing to think that this was an ocean millions of years ago, and this rock was, well, I mean, I guess it's basically coral, right? I don't know. You can actually see, like, I'll show some in a bit, but yeah, you can see little cracks in here. I don't know if that's just cracks from the sun and heat over time, or if that's imprints from some prehistoric organism here in the ocean. But yeah, it's crazy to think that this was all underwater millions of years ago. Climate change.
Climate change.
You look like Hulk Hogan or something, like, yes, brother. Cheers, brother. Cheers. Oh, look at that hawk behind you, a crow. Or a raven. I think that's a raven. That would have been awesome if you just put your arm out and like landed on your arm. That would have been the most epic like thing ever. You got like the Texas like chest hair and that bird just lands on your arm. And then you just like burp and your belch like echoes across the canyon or something. That'd be like, that would be the best beer commercial ever for Texas. Stepping out to the edge, you can see all the dry creek beds down below. Look at them just snaking across the desert. And then this view just never gets old. That spiral looking mountain, El Capitan, which I guess you can climb to. There's another hiking trail that, I don't know if that goes to the top of that or not. That'd be a whole different endeavor. I thought maybe there was a saddle trail that would go from the high point here to El Capitan, but there's not one. And then, yeah, just looking at all this, just majestic looking mountain range here at Guadalupe Mountains National Park. What a view. You can see more trails off in the distance snaking across the national park. So much to explore here. This is just one hike here at the park. And then of course the sandy deserts here, the Chihuahuan Desert, that just spans and sprawls as far as the eye can see. It's kind of a little bit hazy today, partly cloudy, but you can see off in the distance, those are the volcanoes. Those are extinct volcanoes that border Texas and New Mexico. And El Paso is way west. Can't even see it from here. So, just an amazing view of the desert landscape here at the high point of Texas. Howdy, partner. This may be the best high point we've done so far to date. And when we get down to the bottom of the parking lot, I'll do a closing statement on what I think about this hike and how it kind of compares and ranks with the other high points that I've done. But right now, it's one of the best I've done to date. I absolutely love this hike so far. And, you know, we still have the descent to do and head back, but it's been a very just rewarding and a fun challenge out here in Texas doing this hike. It's so beautiful out here. It's so unique. Wanted to point out some of the, just again, the unique geology here. You can definitely tell that this was underwater in an ancient ocean. There's like strange patterns. They look like little worms or something, but like it's probably some ancient sea life engraved in the rocks. And you can see like it almost looks like coral, all the holes. And all the rock is extremely white and extremely smooth. Yeah, it's kind of interesting. It's like little worm-like imprints that I have never seen that before actually in a rock. It's everywhere here. Look at that. It's like ancient coral. That's so wild. I still can't imagine this being an ocean at one point.
Everything eroded around it, I think.
That's unbelievable.
people. We'll send it to you when you have your phone. Send it to Mom.
Jump up there.
Yeah, I know I've said this a lot in this vlog. It never gets old. Just fantastic, spectacular views here from the high point of Texas. And this is really what makes the challenges of doing all these high points special, especially the ones in the western states. I know there's a few in the Appalachian Mountains and out east, maybe Maine and New York, that require some very challenging hikes to reach the high points, and that just makes the payoff when you get to the top that much more special. It's just that much more earned. So it's just nice to just take the time, relax. We probably spend about an hour easily when we reach any high point, or we have to hike and spend several hours to get to. So it's just very rewarding to be at the top and just take your time and relax and enjoy it. I think the one high point that we couldn't relax in was Humphreys Peak in Arizona, because we were running into thunderstorms. Nightfall was coming, and it was so windy at the top. So that was probably the most stressful hike that we've done to date. But when you get a day like this where it's just beautiful out, it's very rewarding to just take the time, and it's so peaceful up here too, to just take in the scenery, the sights, and the time, because you earned it. You made it to the top, you earned it. So anyway, we're gonna head back towards the pyramid. Just kind of probably do a couple more photo shots by that, and then we'll start our descent down the mountain, another 4.2 miles. So we are not done. This is only the halfway point, but another 4.2 miles. It's an out and back, so the same trail going back down to get back to the parking lot and our car. So a lot more ahead. I won't be filming as much on the descent, but if, like I say, in every hike I do, if there's something unique that we come across, then I will share it here. So stay tuned.
Yeah, I would definitely do this one again.
Oh yeah. Heading down the trail back the way we came. Again, I just love the view of El Capitan. I think it's one of the most epic looking mountains I've ever seen of any park. It's just got that spirally looking backside, and then the front side is just a vertical cliff edge. But heading back down the way we came. So long, Guadalupe Peak. Again, yeah, love seeing things like this. Kind of makes the hike a little more unique and a little easier, I guess, because that would have been like a sheer drop off, it looks like. So glad they have the bridge, and yeah, we made it across yet again as we continue our descent here along the trail, heading back to the parking lot from the peak, Guadalupe Peak. Probably our last sight of the peak here in a bit. Yeah, just an epic mountain. Love everything about this. And I think it's safe to say we are leaving the forested section on the way down. So we got the desert switchbacks remaining. You know, if I had to break this hike down, I would break it up into three portions. The first part is these kind of desert switchbacks. You kind of more in the Chihuahuan desert. And then you get into this wooded section here. So there's actually like another third of this whole hike you're in the woods. And then when you get to that bridge, the last section is basically the final ascent. It's rockier, you're higher up, higher altitude, and then you reach the peak. So if I had to break this hike down, I think it's kind of nice to organize it into three sections. The desert portion the forested portion, and then the final ascent to the top. So yeah, a lot of different geographical markers here, and I absolutely love it. It makes this hike super unique. And just behind the corner from this prickly pear cactus patch is the end of the trail. Here it is, documented. My shadow extending in the sunset. All right, we did it.
Nice.
Good job, Connor, high five. We did it, the high point of Texas. Completed. It's a little bright out here, but completed right here. End of the trail, beginning of the trail and the end of the trail. So like I said earlier, I would love to come back and do Devil's Hall, especially. Even El Capitan would be pretty good too. But I have to ask, I don't know if this actually goes to the top because it's rated as moderate. So if today was a strenuous hike, I feel like that would be up there as well. But anyway, Devil's Hall, next time I come here, I'll do a full hike and a video on Devil's Hall. That'd be awesome. So definitely will be back for some future hikes.
Of course, this is a national park, so I'm going to visit the visitor center real quick. Got my national park passport, and they usually have stamps that you can get, so I'm going to get my passport stamped and get a magnet before the hike. Hey, how's it going? And here we go. This is the stamping location, and let's put it on there. There it is, April 19, 2024. It's official. Got Guadalupe Mountains National Park now stamped in my pass. And they've got a nice little gift shop in here as well. You can get some supplies for your hike. They've got books you can read about the history of the region here in Western Texas. And but I came here for the magnet. I collect magnets on my travels, so I'm going to get a Guadalupe Mountain National Park magnet. Look at that, the state of Texas. Love it. Another thing, if you are traveling across the United States, any national park has these roadside geology books of different states. And here they've got the Texas one. So my brother, he actually collects these, and he got me into these. So I've got the Arizona roadside geology since I lived there, but they got the Texas one here at the gift shop. So interesting read. And thankfully we did not come across any mountain lions, although that would be kind of cool to see one from afar. But yeah, they do have mountain lions here, and they also have black bear, which I did not realize until now. Okay, what a successful day. What an amazing day today. I've got to say, this probably is my favorite high point to date. I've only done 9 high points so far. Let me think. Arizona, New Mexico, now Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, Illinois, Indiana. So for me, I think this ranks as my favorite high point so far. I've got a lot more to do. My math is correct. I've done 9, so I've got 41 left to do. This is my favorite so far. Guadalupe Peak, an epic, amazing hike. And kind of to simplify it down again, it's 4.2 miles to the top of the peak, 4.2 miles back, an 8.4 mile hike. It took us, 6 hours, 7 hours? I don't even know. We're all confused because I live in Arizona, which is Pacific time right now, because Arizona does not change time zones. They don't believe in daylight savings, so it's always Mountain Standard Time there. So everybody else shifts around us. So right now, Arizona is basically the same as Pacific time. Mountain time
It took us about 7 hours.
is El Paso, and then here where Guadalupe Peak is, it's actually Central time. So this is super confusing for us. We're gonna go back into New Mexico in a bit, and it'll be back to mountain time. So
Daylight savings time.
I don't even know what time it really is right now, but I think it took us probably 7 hours.
It's like 6 hours, 45 minutes.
6 hours, 45 minutes.
With filming.
And that's with me filming and slowing us down and taking in the top.
For at least an hour. Yeah.
I would say so.
Like hour 15, maybe an hour and a half.
Which I think is deserved. You should, like I said earlier, you should experience and just relax and take in the views at the top.
It's a good view up there too.
It's amazing. So I think when we rank these, where does this rank for you?
Right now, number 1.
And you've done
So I like this
14 high peaks, including Colorado,
Yeah.
which I'm planning to do this summer. So really, we love this Guadalupe Peak, and I think part of the reason we love it so much, it's in a national park. The trail is wonderful. It's well laid out. It's a great trail, and it's challenging enough, but it's enjoyable. So it's not as challenging as like Wheeler Peak in New Mexico, Humphreys Peak in Arizona. Not as challenging as that, but it definitely, my legs were getting tight in some places. We had to take a couple breathers, but for me it was a perfect intermediate hike. If you've been doing some hiking, I highly recommend give this a shot. I love the different geography they have here. You start out in the Chihuahuan Desert. There's cholla. There's those yucca plants we keep seeing. They've got prickly pear cactus, and that quickly turns into a pine forest towards the top, and then the final ascent is incredibly rocky. So you've got a lot of different geographic features here at this park, and really you could break it out into thirds. I would say the first third is the switchbacks here in the desert. The second third would be hiking through the pine forest, and then the last third would be when you hit that bridge, the final push to the top, the final ascent. But love this place, an amazing hike. The views were incredible here of the mountain range and the surrounding desert, the Chihuahuan Desert. And let's be honest here, the pyramid marker at the top is the most bling marker I've seen for a high point. That thing is amazing. Iowa, close, because they have that really cool, what is it, that mosaic that you can stand on and pose. But here with that pyramid that just glimmers in the sun is so cool when you reach the top. So anyway, we love this hike. Highly recommend that you come out here in the west part of Texas and give this a shot. It's worth doing. It's isolated, but it's so fun to be out here in the American West. Anyway, wrapping this up, my name is Eric. This is the Get Me Out of Here vlog, and it's time for me to get out of here. Thanks for watching.
Cheers.
Salute. Oh, you taking a dump? Oh, Jesus. Man, come on. Give me a heads up.
Got a patrol tool.
Nobody brought toilet paper on this hike. We meet again, Hare, at the high point of Texas.